Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, hello. Sorry if it's a little glitchy. It will smooth itself out in about a minute. It's how it always do. It always smooths itself out after we arrive. So, come on in, sit down, pull up a chair, take your shoes off, grab your craft. If you got something crafty to work on, we can do that together. I'm knitting a hat today. And I said I wasn't going to knit anything while we weren't together, and then I lied to you. I learned a new stitch. Instead of doing no knitting, I learned a new stitch. So I'm going to show you what that's looking like, what the hat's looking like, that is. I tried a new stitch that's called, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's a repeat of knits and purls that's supposed to make diamonds. Do you see diamonds? I don't see diamonds. I think maybe if the color was solid, you could see the shape better. But I'm trying to decide if I should pull the whole hat out and then do the entire hat in the textured stitch, or if I should go back and forth with stockinette and then textured stitch. You know? It was fine in another stream. Well, don't be surprised. It's probably my internet. It probably has nothing to do with your stream or the YouTube. It's probably just my computer and my internet. It'll be fine in a minute. But what I don't know is if I want to do... Let me show it to you from the phone view, the other camera angle, so that you can kind of see what it is that I'm talking about. So it's got stockinette, and then I decided to try and learn a new stitch. So I did one repeat of the stitch that I was trying to do. But I don't know now if I like it or not. Like, I like it, obviously, I like all of it, but do I want it to be just stockinette so that you can see the pretty colors of the yarn more? Or do I want to add texture with a textured stitch? The other thing I was thinking was doing like my decreases on the stockinette and then just doing straight up for this texture and then doing decreases stockinette and then just the texture. I don't know. What do you think? What's your opinion on the matter here? What are we thinking? You know? I love how the stockinette looks. But I just love stockinette. And maybe it's just because this is better with a solid color yarn. Which also means, do I have to pull it all out up until that point? Because that sounds kind of awful also. See how like busy it is? It's supposed to be diamonds though. I'm not really seeing a diamond. Like, yeah, I see the beginning. I see this, right? Triangles. I don't feel like it comes back down to a triangle, though. You know? I don't know. I need to know your opinions before I jump in and make any permanent choices. I do think I'm more than halfway done, because once you start decreasing, it's super fast. And this is the yarn I currently have left. I'm using 2 strands. One that is brown and I guess I would say like pink and brown, but like mixed, so it's mostly brown. There's like a bit of an oranginess to it. And then the other one is this opal sock yarn. And between the two of them, this is how it happens. It's much more autumn by adding that brown in, which I think is great. It definitely looks really pretty. I just haven't decided how I want the texture to go, or if I even want texture. Also, I wish that it would show on stream the amount of blush I'm wearing. It looks like a lot, I know. It is so much more than it looks like. I want you to like see it up close. Do you see how much pigment is on my skin right now? I have a full different, I don't know why, there. Now you can see, it's bright like that. when I hold my head up, the light kind of hits me in a way that makes it look like just a little bit of blush, but really and truly, it's like a lot of blush. The light just sort of makes me look like I'm not wearing as much, but I just want you to know. I did crazy amounts of blush today. It goes right up to under my eye. I don't know why with the light it looks so much less bright, but like it goes right up to under my eye all the way down. And then you hit me with the light and it's like, it looks all blown out. It looks pretty. It just looks way more dramatic in real life. Hey there, Candy. Hey there, Candace. Also Candy, but hey there, Candace. I meant Candace. Well, hit that like and subscribe. I'll take your pills and let's have a good day. I did. I already took my pills and I put on makeup and I had breakfast. I had overnight oats this morning and I have a coffee now. Today will be a good day. Guaranteed, I will be having a good day today. I've decided it. It is written, so it shall be done. And I can guarantee it by starting my day with some chocolate. Even though my little sister said that this is for perverts, fruit and nut, I disagree. Fruit and nut is honestly a pretty superior chocolate. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a straight milk chocolate, but ooh, a fruit and nut, sometimes it just hits different. It has raisins and almonds, I think. Yeah, raisins and almonds. 8 pieces is a serving. Who's eating a chocolate bar in more than one serving? I mean, me right now, but like, in general, come on. Delicious. 8, as if. I mean, I just had 3. But I also had 3 this morning when I woke up, so I've had 6. So really, actually, I'm just a girl. I'm just having like not even a whole serving of chocolate. I'm just so skinny. I'm so sorry. All right, before we do our knitting for today, just rub off the extra chocolate. I also harvested my firecracker vine seeds. I just want to see if they're okay because they went through a freeze and I really don't want them to rot because these are the only seeds I have for this from this year. Luckily, I still have seeds from last year and I'm just worried these ones, yeah, these ones are not good. Doesn't mean they're all not good. Let's look in a couple others first. See what our seeds are looking like. They look like they've been through a freeze, which is such a bummer. How am I supposed to grow these next year if the seeds are not done? All right, I'm not going to pull them out. Instead, I'm going to put these into my dehydrator and give them a couple hours in there just to remove any of the moisture. But these are the seeds from my firecracker vine. That's all I collected, which is such a bummer. But I'm pretty sure I have a pretty significant number of seeds. So I think we're going to be okay. You know, something else I thought we could do today is we could do a little bit of seed shopping, maybe. Maybe just a little. Because there's a few things that I have on my list that I've not... Sorry, I'm wearing makeup so I can't scratch my face as normal. Anyway, there's a few things I still want to grow that I have not purchased seeds for. And... what are they? I need some Cosmo seeds and I need some, I think I'm going to get some Status this year. Let's see what Etsy has for us. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to grow the white or the green amaranth. Let me just look for flower seeds. Apologies that it slows my internet down. My internet cannot handle literally anything. I also want to get more baby's breath. I think I still have a full seed packet of it though, so I should be okay. Okay, let's see what we can do here. looking at different flower seed options. Apologies. Okay, 50% off Snapdragons. Ooh, I like that brand. Is that, please, will you, sorry, I need to put you on front camera so I don't accidentally dox myself. Let me just go into Seed Geeks to see what their shipping is. It's my biggest annoyance when the shipping is $50, $26.95. It's a bit steep. It's a bit steep for seeds, you know? Show filters. What do we want? We want special offers. We want on sale. We also want not expensive delivery, though. We want... How about you, Garden Gal Seeds? Do you have bad shipping? What's your shipping here? Ooh, I do want to try hollyhocks. I haven't planted the seeds. That is something I still have to do. Okay, that's not bad. $3.94 for shipping. 10% off is not really good enough, if I can be honest. Flower seeds. I know this is so interesting. And now let me check with free delivery. I do not love the price of delivery when you live in Canada. Unfortunately, it's stupid expensive. It's like more expensive than it needs to be, you know? All right, let's see what we got. $13 for what? That's just regular sweet peas. You want to pay me to pay $13 for 11 sweet pea seeds? That seems a bit rude. Ooh, yellow lady slippers. Okay, sorry, let me just let you back in so you can see what we're talking about. What we're talking about. Too much. Oh, wildflower seed packet. How is it 37 cents a piece? That seems... Doesn't that seem not expensive enough? It feels like to me it's not expensive enough. Look how cute they are. They're seed papers. For 37 cents? Oh, hold on. Digital design one for 30 cents. You sneaky sneakies. You got me. All right. Okay, there's a few others next year I wanted to grow. This was one of the ones I want to grow is the poke status. Pokers, pink pokers or something. And then also a hollyhock. I think I want to try and succeed with hollyhocks because the person who grew them in my neighborhood, it was one plant and it was glorious and it only finished like recently. This is one of the ones I have on my desired to grow list and I just think it's so pretty. Who are you? MR Gardens. Mr. Gardens, how much is your shipping? Your shipping is free. You're a local seller. Oh, Canada-based. That's not local. Calling Canada-based local is not true. Okay, so there's a few things I want to grow that I know the names of. Winged Everlasting, which to me looks like a straw flower that is small and white. So I do want to try and get that. 100 seeds. $9 though. You know? I just don't... Okay, 50 pieces. That's not bad. By Epic Global Seeds. Let's just add... Can I add a few to the basket and then we can look at them later? Like... I want free delivery. It doesn't need to be free. I just don't want it to be $1,000, you know? Winged Everlasting. 7, 8, 5, 6... That seems like seeds are not a good price on Etsy. Okay, so what I need to find is what company do I want to buy from? Who would I want to buy from? I like Renee's Garden Seeds, but who else? Ontario Seed Company? That's where I live. I'm in Ontario. How you doing, Candace? Give us the update. How you feeling? How you been? What's going on? I already have enough alyssum. Bells of Ireland. What was I just saying? I wanted hollyhock. Formula. Clarkia, the most amazing thing in the whole world. Do I have enough Clarkia? E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Hollyhocks. Laverta, is that hollyhocks? Because they don't have hollyhocks listed, so... Is Lavaterra? Wow. Lavaterra. They don't have hollyhocks. I love that for us. Who cares about us, I guess. Let's see what nasturtiums they have on the Ontario Seed Company. Just average. I don't care about average. I'm here for exceptional quality. I'm here for fancy. I'm here to see all the cool shit stuff. Sorry. Let's see what we have for snapdragons. Well, if you would have been on Messenger, we could have chatted for the 4 days I was in hospital. You could have come see me. You were in hospital 4 days, Candace? I have not been on Facebook. Let me just... Hold on, let me move to my front camera so that we don't accidentally dox myself. Yeah. Zeke. What a cute name for a bulldog. Sorry, I'm gonna just show it to you here. Look at this. Zeke. What a cute puppy dog's name. I don't need a dog. It's just I follow a lot of dog rescues on Facebook because that's the last time I used Facebook, I was working with a dog rescue. So my feed is just dogs. It's just always dogs all the time. Sorry, I'm opening up my Messenger to see what I missed while I was gone. Okay, I have a message from September from you, Candace. I'm guessing that this is the wrong profile because I have to have my YouTube, my Facebook. My 1-day surgery turned into 4 days because that's not stressful enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I just saw you were never online. I was just bored. Oh, okay. I'm looking through my stuff. Oh my God, stop it. Rehoming Ontario Pets. I'm not. This is not happening. I'm just showing you so that you can see it. Look at this cat. I'm not looking. It's just because I follow a lot of rescues. I'm not looking for a cat. I don't want a cat. Our cat literally just died. It's just what's on my feed. I'm just showing you because it's on my feed, and I thought maybe you'd like to see it. Not because we're going to get a cat or anything. We're not. I actually don't want a cat anymore, and I actually think I'm done with Bengals. I didn't know that that's what was going to happen, but oh, there we go. 7 hours ago, Candace sent an attachment. Dig your own trees. Candace, what do you mean? We have a fair amount of larger trees for sale. Pin oak, red maple, and sycamore. Some of these trees are approaching 12 to 14 feet, although some of the oaks are smaller. Some of them have been pruned, and some have branches growing close to the ground. If you're feeling energetic and looking for some cheap trees, then for $5 each, bring a shovel and a friend and get some new landscaping for your property. Our soil is very nice and easy to dig. No clay. No idea how well they will transplant, but they are healthy and heading for dormancy, so now is the time. Cool, Candace. I will think about that. I did just buy a tree. Don't know if you knew that about me. I did just buy myself a chokecherry tree. Sorry, one sec. I have a sneeze coming. I'm just going to mute. Maybe not. Maybe no sneeze. Sorry, I didn't want it to be right into the microphone, but I can feel a sneeze. It's like back here still. I thought it was about to happen. Anywho, okay, seeds again. Back to our seed. Alex just realized that the garbage has been done, so he's going out to get the recycling box. I was wondering what was happening. Okay, Ice Queen Zinnia. I don't know. I know I want to grow hollyhocks. Let me just search hollyhock seeds and see what's available. Is it 2 L's or 1? 2 L's. Hollyhock seeds. I love the name Holly. There was a girl I knew growing up named Holly, so I never even considered the name. Like, it didn't even seem like a pretty name to me because it was just associated with a human, like one person. Do you ever have that where like someone will be like, oh, that's a beautiful name, and then you'll be like, oh, I know someone with that name, so it's not beautiful to me? I feel like that's how Holly sounds to me. There was a girl obviously named Holly, and I was just so used to saying her name that I'd never considered it like a pretty name. But now that I'm grown up, I look at the word Holly and I'm like, oh, what a pretty name. Holly. Holly. Plus it's so fun to say. Holly. What a nice name. Maybe I'll name a pet Holly. Let me see. I watched the stream when I got home from the doctor's office. You pretty well made me cry, speaking of me. You missed me. I did miss you. I missed you guys. Like, I'm 3 hours 3 times a week is a long time to spend together. So as much as I needed the break, of course I missed you. Anyhow, I was strapped down to the table, half awake, as they attempted to do part of the left, as the right is still fully blocked. See them again in a couple months for another try. They didn't even get to do it? What is your life? It seems unfair, in my humble opinion. Free delivery. Let's see what Holly... I guess we don't need it to be free delivery. I just don't want the delivery to be $20. I wish I could sort it by... delivery. Who sells hollyhocks? Does Renee's Garden Seeds sell hollyhocks? Sorry about my stuffed nose. I've been hanging out with my sister and she's always sick. So the option is be sick and hang out with my sister, or don't get sick. Ooh, a new product. We love a new product on Renee's Garden Seeds. Look how pretty this is. Whirly double Gaillardia whirligig. That's nice. She likes a double. Do we need this one? Probably we should get it. Let's see what else you got that's new there. Teddy bear sunflowers, don't care. Not exciting. Container salvia. That could be cute. Let's open you. Let's open you. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. You'll see in a minute. Just hold on. Heirloom agrostemma. Don't need you. There. Now you can see. Sweet alyssum. We're already fine for sweet alyssum. Let's go into the filter and sort a little bit. Categories. Flowers. Apply. I almost flew off the table. They had to put me full out as I was so in motion. I broke through the straps. It hurt like hell. Oh my god. Because that's not terrifying enough. Sorry, Candace. That's scary and stressful. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it so you guys can see what I'm looking at without it. Always trying to avoid doxing myself. Okay, what about this salvia, Estella Purple? Wait, we're not looking for new stuff, Laura. We're looking for the stuff that we're already looking for. Okay, I have to pee. So you missed some. Oh, I missed some information. Sorry, the text got covered. Okay, you guys just watch my animals for me. Make sure that the birds don't do any crimes while I'm gone. Let me know if they do. I'm gonna leave my coffee here. Hopefully that is unbothered, and I'll be right back, okay? Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Hello. I've got Miss Peekaboo here with me. Hi, Toby. I just breathed my own spit. For no reason. Okay, let's see. They poked real hard and broke through, or as they said, it deserted. Poked open, not sure on any internal bleeding at the moment. They threw a stent in. Then I got to experience a heart attack on the table. Was not fun. You had a heart attack? Are you okay? You got to experience a heart attack with doctors around and stuff? Ugh. That sounds miserable. Half awake as they attempted to do part of the left. They gave you a heart attack? Or because they were doing it, you had a heart attack? Or it was not a real heart attack, it was something they induced? What's going on? Oh, dissected. Sorry, I can see a piece of skin from my plugged nose. Excuse me. Oops, dissected, not deserted. Okay, sorry, I missed it. Gorgeous. Okay. Container salvia. This just looks like regular purple salvia. I mean, I guess it's brighter than the one that my mom grows. A little more purple, a little less like dark. I'm telling you, if you take 3 weeks off of wearing makeup and then you go back to wearing makeup, it is like a whole thing. Ugh. No, I got to have one due to the part of my heart being hurt. Let me tell you, that was some kind of hurt. Did they know you were having a heart attack, or were you like, something's wrong, and then they noticed? Or were they like, you're having a heart attack, just so you, like, how'd you know? What, did everyone start freaking out? That would be my guess. Okay, Globe Amaranth, Mardi Gras Parade. That could be fun. Heirloom Amaranth, Cinco de Mayo. I'm looking for hollyhock, so I'm just going through all of the flowers to get to H. I'm back. Welcome back. Okay, I grew these this year. I didn't care about any of them. Tried to grow this one. It didn't grow. Rainbow Plume Celosia. Do I want hippie tie-dye? Hippie Kaye. Ugh, Mountain Clarkia is the best. Okay, hold on. We are looking for hollyhock. Let's just get down to where the H's are. I don't even want to look at the poppies. I'm going to want to buy them. Filter and sort. We want plant name. Hollyhock. E F G H I J K. Okay, we've got apricot peach parfait, old-fashioned hollyhocks. I think I want apricot peach parfait, right? Oh, gosh, look at that. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? As soon as it loads. That's what we want. We want some of these flowers. Okay, so I need the name. Apricot peach parfait, pom-pom hollyhocks. Do you think that's enough words? When I woke up, they told me I had a heart attack. I was in the ICU. Oh my God, you were unconscious or half conscious when you had it? Ugh. I have hollyhock. I have like basic hollyhock, and I have I have black hollyhock and a basic hollyhock, but I think I want to have this hollyhock. I'm just going to get the link for it. There we go. There. My sisters are going to get me seeds for Christmas. That's why. That's why I'm saying it. Categories. Flowers. Apply. Plant name, hollyhocks. We don't need that. Alrighty. What else was I looking for again? I was looking for, oh, a status. Do they have status? Do they? Does she? Renee. My dear Renee. Status QRS. Stock straw flowers. No, they don't. She doesn't have any of that. How sad. Verbinia, Tithonia, wildflowers, zinnias. Okay, let's just see what she has for zinnias. Just in case there's something special. Heirloom zinnia, green envy. A green zinnia. Should we have a fully green flower next year? I just don't know if I care about green flowers. I want to be a person who can have any color of flower, but like I see red and I hate it. Raspberry sorbet. I hate purple too. I don't hate purple and I don't hate red. I just don't want either of them to be anywhere near me. You know? A rough go. Butterfly zinnias. Apricot blush. Berry basket. Ew, there's red inside berry basket. Also, zinnia. I'm in zinnia. And random Bells of Ireland is in here. Incorrect. Okay, oh, I clicked Bells of Ireland, that's why. That'll do it. We already have the calendula, we have Cleome, we have... Oh, let's see what they've got for Cosmos. Let's see if there's anything I need. I don't think there is. Ooh, Rose Bonbon. That's pretty. Knee-high white cosmos. I don't think I need anything knee-high. I'm here for giant, large, beautiful things. You know what I mean? Let's see. Dahlias. Anything exciting in the dahlias? Probably not. All right, let's get into knitting. I'm over it. I'm over looking for seeds right now. We'll look for seeds later. We will be ordering a lot of seeds, even though I don't need any seeds, and I know this about myself. I also know I will be ordering. Okay, so now that there's a couple of us here, what's the vibe? Do we like the stockinette stitch, or do we like the textured stitch? I thought I was gonna really like the textured stitch. I just don't really care about it. It doesn't really do anything for me. I thought it was gonna be like pretty clean diamonds. It was supposed to be diamonds. Or it's supposed to be diamonds. And it is a diamond. It's just hard to tell because all the yarn is different colors. Every stitch is different. So I'm wondering if that makes it look messy. To have a random part here that if you can't tell, there's a texture. You know what I mean? If you can't see it. Usually I love texture, but that color, I'd say plain stockinette and let the color shine. That's what I'm thinking too. It's just, you know how annoying that's going to be for me right now? To get my self back to that point. Ugh, all right. Pray for me. Because this is like the bane of my existence. Taking out knitting is like horrendous. I'm going to pull out the needle first, and then I'm going to insert the needle into the row that I want to start knitting from again. Ooh, but we could check the size by doing this, by taking it off for a second. That looks good. Size-wise, I mean. I made it so that if it's too big, I can just wash it in hot water. That's my plan. What a pretty yarn. It's definitely a bit too big. I can already I can feel it's gonna need a hot wash. But that's all right. Now I'm gonna take my knitting needle. Oh, my stitch marker. I think that's the biggest reason I haven't got into knitting from crochet. I'm scared to frog knitting, and I frog a lot. I don't frog a lot, not because I'm good at it, but because I refuse to frog. I just refuse. I just don't do that. I just try my best never to frog anything. And if there is any ability to prevent frogging it by just doing something a little different on the next row, I'll do that. Like, I would rather, if I find I'm missing, oh my god, Mario. What? Mario? Why? Why Mario? Do I look like Mario? What do you mean? I was typing, oh my god, makeup. Oh, okay. You can't even see all of it because the lights make me look better. Do you see how dark the blush is? But when I'm in the light. I'm dying laughing. Okay, good. Not at me. You better be saying, oh my god, makeup, you look so cool, Laura. Wow, you're the coolest. Can't believe I'm lucky enough to be your little sister. That's what you meant, right? Okay, we're gonna pick up stitches here. And I'm gonna hate it, but we're gonna survive because we're really strong and we're all grown-ups here, and grown-ups can handle picking up stitches. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna pick a spot and I'm just gonna start picking up every other line. I love a bold blush moment though. As soon as fall hits, I switch to deeper blush and use so much. Look at how much I use though. Let me see if I can get far enough away for you to really see it. Do you see how much blush I used? It's like an intentionally over the top. But when I get close enough to the light, I cannot handle autocorrect. It has been amazingly funny for me lately. I auto cumberbatch too regularly. I just let it. If I'm sending my sister a text and it autocorrects to something completely wrong, I don't correct it until after I send it. I let her have it. Here, enjoy what my computer thought. Ew, look at what I have to do right now. Do you see the hard work that I am doing just to make a dang hat? I have to pick up every other stitch. I could pick up them way up there, but I'm scared, so I'm just gonna pick them up down here where I feel safe. Way away from the edge. God, Taylor Swift, why did you have to put out an album? I don't care about your music, but now it's all over the radio and all the time. All the time, the flowers, the hours, it's just playing in my head over and over. Not even the whole song, just that stupid part. Your team, your vibe. I hate it. I'm done. And that right there is why I do not knit, Candace says. Well, you know what, Candace? This right here, I don't even want to talk about the number of hours it took for me to do these 8 rows, because these 8 rows were a new stitch that I was learning. So I'm not even going to tell you how long it took for what I'm doing right now. Like, the fact that I'm pulling out that much is fairly, like, disrespectful. It's like, it doesn't even care about my time. Worst song. Honestly, are you making any Christmas knit crochet gifts? I'm working on some slippers for myself to work out the kinks in the pattern. Then I have to make like 7 pairs. Well, no. I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna make some knit and crochet stuff. I know that it's November, and if I'm gonna make it, I should probably get started, but I haven't gotten started just yet. But do I have the intention? Sure. A bird on the land to see the sky. No one asked for this. Like, I'm happy you're happy, Taylor. But, like, both of my sisters are obsessed with Taylor. They're not obsessed with Taylor Swift. Both of my sisters have a bond with one another that involves the love of Taylor Swift. And I am not in on that bond. Like, those two sisters, like, go to concerts. Whenever Taylor Swift has a concert, they try to get tickets and they go together. And, like, on occasion, Alex and I have driven them to these concerts because I am happy to be involved without being involved because I have no desire to go see Taylor Swift live in concert. But I'm happy that my sisters like to do that. I'm happy for them. I just don't... I'm also not a big fan of, like, going to a concert, like a loud... Especially if it's not for a band that I particularly care about. Like, if it was for a band that I really liked, maybe I'd be down. But, like, if my sisters were like, we're going to Taylor Swift, I'd be like, you guys have the best time. Love that for you. And that's what I've said for years. Love that for you guys. And then they say, Taylor Swift put an album out, did you hear it? And then we go to my parents' house, and my dad will say, Taylor Swift put out a new album, did you hear? And I go, I heard, because everyone in the whole friggin' world heard, but I don't care. And then my mom or dad goes, oh, I forgot, it's just Mallory and Julia. And I say, yes. Live music is the closest I've been to believing in religion. Live music is, how about live music is the closest you've been to believing in God, not religion. Actually, I guess religion, because a concert is essentially all of us worshiping together, right? We're just worshiping not God, that's all. A band, the bean, the pine. I'm so sorry. Anyway, that's very entertaining, I know. How are you doing? Julia, did you call the dentist yet? If you have not called the dentist and you're watching the live stream on your phone, hang up and call the dentist. If you're watching the live stream on your TV, then mute the stream and call the dentist. So I can plan the rest of my day. Oh, why don't you ask everybody in the live stream, Julia, and then you'll know that it's not normal. Not yet. They're not open yet. At 9:49? Doubt it. They're, like, open late. I bet you they are open. Anyway. It's a very spiritual gathering of like-minded. Yep. Concerts are. By the way, good morning, Michelle. I am almost done picking up my stitches so that we can start knitting again. I think I want to make matching loom hats for the kids, but first, yarn shopping! This is the same sister who gave me all of her yarn because she wasn't going to be crocheting for the foreseeable future. And then when she said, I want to start crocheting again, her husband was like, didn't you just get rid of all of your yarn? And she was like, those are two unrelated things. You silly, silly man. Thinking that me having yarn means I'm ready to crochet. No. I grew up in Peterborough, and we would always go to the free concerts outdoors they have there, and I miss going. You grew up in Peterborough? Sorry. I'm just kidding. Peterborough's lovely. Peterborough's just a drive-through town here, so you don't really get to see the lovely unless you are really intentional about finding it. I pledge allegiance to you. Morning, Louisa. Oh, morning, Louisa. Good morning, Laura, and everyone at Pets and Plants. Good morning, everyone. I'm so close to being back to where we finished, basically, because I have to pull everything out up to this point, because we've decided on stockinette only. Come on, you. I'm so brave and so strong because I am frogging all this knitting that I did wrong. And that's okay. It's gonna be great. Hopefully. There we go. Haha, I grew up outside of town and I would not live in town, but I'm in Saskatchewan, so much better. Is it much better in Saskatchewan? Have you ever seen Americans try to pronounce Saskatchewan? I didn't realize that word is hard to read. Saskatchewan. To me, it spells out exactly as you would say it. So when Americans see the word, or British people see that word and it doesn't mean words to them, I'm always confused because if you just follow the letters, you just sound her out. Sass, cat, chew, on. It's literally like it's spelled exactly how you would say it. I could see you stuttering over like the length of the word, but like the word itself, to me, does not feel like a complicated one. Okay, let's see. My father-in-law says Saskatchewan. Not ironically either, Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. I like Saskatchewan. I was leaving to hold my mom. Wait, what? I have to tell you, my lovely husband decided it was a good idea to go to Barcelona just 4 days after my mother returned to Colombia and leave me alone with a toddler and an almost newborn that I was leaving to hold to my mom. Yeah, that was really nice of him. Super polite, really kind man. He gets to go to Spain and you have to be at home with a bunch of babies? That seems like a scam. Okay, there we go. I pledge allegiance to your hands. Okay. 12:30. 12:30 is a little tight. A little tight. No, I can just leave early. Yes, 12:30 is fine. Just what in the helly is going on around here? Yes, 12:30 is fine. I will leave here. Alex, Julia has to go back to the dentist.
Okay.
But she doesn't have the car today.
Okay.
So, do you think you could get the car ready for me at like 11:30?
It depends if the meeting runs strong. Runs long.
Runs strong? Okay. If not, I can do it. I just don't like to. Yeah, 12:30 is fine. Okay, I'm frogging because I'm a really strong, smart, able-bodied lady. Jules, if you can just be ready, that way I can arrive and we can just put her in the car and then we can go. Because it'll take a second because we have to set up her car seat. So, yes, just be ready when I'm going to get there. Returning just today and I miss him so much, but I'm upset and I don't know which Louisa's going to win. I literally know exactly what you mean, Louisa. Angry Louisa is like, you can't do that again. And other Louisa is like, I missed you. I'll track you. Okay, sounds good. I pledge allegiance to your fans, your team, your eyes. I know that's not how it goes. I didn't ask. Ugh. Got my yarns all twangled. Twangled. Gosh dang son of a gun. Trying to ruin my hat. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I'm just sorry, everyone. There's nothing that can be done. It's just the way I am. Okay, let's see. My husband has to go for some work training.
Well, if you're happy with her, can I give you some stuff you can buy?
Yeah, you can. You can give me some stuff I can buy.
Yeah, thank you.
What kind of stuff?
Huh?
What kind of stuff?
Later.
Okay, bye. I pledge allegiance to your fans, your feet, your vibes. What is happening here? Okay, fine. Did I screw something up here? Ugh, I did. I screwed it up. I didn't take off enough on one side somehow. Ugh, what do I even do? How do I even fix that? Ew. Why is frogging gotta be the worst? Okay, so you guys can all come on off to this one first. Everybody just breathe. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I promise I'm trying my best. Just gonna move all these over. Then we're gonna have to move them right back because we need to just untwangle. Everything got twangled up. I pledge allegiance. God damn it. Not. Please excuse my heresy. I'm not trying to be using the Lord's name in vain and whatnot. It's just that it's a real easy word to just go for. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Who you saying out to, Beelzebub? Who you think you're talking to? Saying out. Well, this is the edge, so what are you talking about? What, Pika? Okay, so all these guys can go on together. Everybody just breathe. We are gonna sort this out together. I wanted to get this hat done today. I literally thought we were gonna finish this hat today and it's already 10. Disrespectful. Michelle, it rolls right off the tongue. It literally does. Town Equine. My husband has to go for some work training because at the beginning of December, and I'm not looking forward to having a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old alone. I think that should be illegal. 3-year-olds and 9-month-olds should, if you have a child if you have 2 children under 3, there should be some kind of rule where it's like, oh, parents must be within 15 minutes of home at all times. If you have 2 that are that age, both parents must be within 15 minutes of home. Just, unless your parents aren't together, and then that's different, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, we don't need to get very far, right? We're almost there. Pledge allegiance to your fans, your feet, your eyes. Sleepless nights I've been thinking about. Okay. Nailed it. We did it. We are so capable. I might have to ship one off to Grandma down the road. And my cycle came back just the day he took off the flight. Can you believe it? I do believe it. Because, well, for reasons. Wait, how old is Elisa now? I keep wanting to say Eliza. I don't know why. Ada and Eliza. They sound like they go together. Ada and Elisa, also lovely, but Ada and Eliza to me literally sound like vibe. Just have Grandma come stay. Just have Grandma come stay. Then you don't have to ship it. Louisa, 2.5 months and you already got your cycle back? Ugh. Rough. Sorry. I mean, happy for you if you're if that's what you wanted, but also, ew. If I have a baby, I'm totally down to not have a cycle for many moons. All the people that I know that have had babies had a huge amount of time. I'm talking 6 months, 7 months, 5 months, that sort of range where they had no period. But of course, everyone's different. Okay, I got back, by the way. I've made it. We survived. We survived frogging. I frogged a knit thing. Hey guys, did you see? Did you see me knit something and frog? Did you see me frog by knitting and not die? I just frogged 10 rows of knitting without dying. It's kind of a big deal. Also, friends, if you're a knitter, oh, not me, it was right away. Oh, sorry. For you. Congrats. Mine came back a week after my postpartum healing stopped. That's so nice. That's so nice. The doctor was like, you're ready. Ew. I went with more than one person at this point. I've gone to a baby doctor with a few of my friends because I go as like a helping hand to hold the baby while the parents are dealing with the doctor. And I have heard more than one professional basically be like, you're good for sex again to people who had babies. And I don't know why. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I don't know what it was about it, but hearing them be like, you're all good to have sex again, to me just felt like, I know it's all your body too, and you'll probably want to know when your body is like healed enough to do that sort of stuff. It feels like we're here to see your postpartum healing. How are you feeling? You can have sex again. It's like, but how are you feeling? Oh, I haven't slept since I saw you last. Like, that's how it feels. It's like, what do you mean? Why are we even concerned about when sex is okay? Okay, I'm putting a stitch marker in now so that I know. I know I have 120 stitches in here. Yeah, because before 6 weeks, the risk of infection is high, so they're letting you know you're healed enough to continue if you choose. I know, it just feels like, it's like the extra stitch vibe. That's how I feel, it gives for the man. Is it? No. But does it give that? Yes. Okay, so when do we start decreasing on a hat? Anybody know? How long do I have to go before I start decreasing? I have 120 stitches in my round, and my plan was to decrease by 4 stitches at a time, which would be 1 every 30 stitches. So I don't know how long I work before I start that decrease. I felt the wind that your wings pushed over here, Beelzebub. Right? It's like, you're good for service. That's what it feels like. You can go back to working now. Your job is also involving your body. Like, I don't know. It's not. I know it's not. It's just what it feels like. I just don't like how it feels. Okay, well, I'm going to do another round anyway before I start decreasing in case it's time. With Ada, it was 3 months. I was thinking maybe this time I would enjoy more time out of that clock, but well, oh well. Well, oh well. Yeah, I would have enjoyed more time, no period. I mean, I don't know why, but I like when I get my period each month. Probably because I'm, like, not intending on having children. So getting my period is, like, a nice confirmation that my birth control continued to work. I don't know if I actually like getting my period or if I like... I don't know, I like cycles, I like self-care when I'm feeling crappy. So it's not like I like the pain of my period or anything, but I do, I like the cycle of it all. I like being a lunar human. I think it's cool. Do I like having to wash my clothes when I bleed through whatever I'm wearing? No. No, I don't love that. I don't love having to figure out how to get blood stains out of everything. Oh, welcome, Melissa. So nice for you to join us. So sorry that it's during the conversation of me talking about my menses, but at the same time, welcome. Love you. It's like a fresh start. That's kind of each month. I'm like, I survived another month. It's like, yeah, it marks time. I like things that mark time. So I like my period because it marks time. I like tracking it. Do you want to see how much of a crazy person I am with my period? Look at this. Period, 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 period. And then you want to see something crazy that started happening? It started moving. So it's always at the top of the month. And now it started moving down to the bottom of the month. November. Where are we? November 12th. So I still have this many days, a week left. I love it. Track your period. It's the best. Also, it's cool to see it, for me, to see it happen at the same time each month. I love that for me. Now it's not. It's moved now. But it moved It like shifted by 2 weeks just all at once and said, now this is your cycle. The number of days in my cycle has not changed, just the location in the month. It just decided to move it. Anyway, Melissa, welcome to being a Last Minute Laura supporter. Thank you for joining us and becoming a member. If any of you guys are new here and you've never heard of such a thing, we have a Discord for members and Patreon supporters. So if you join on Patreon or on YouTube, you get access to our private Discord. And we share pictures and we chat in there. It's a pretty closed and quiet, not quiet. It's a closed, cozy community, basically. I can finally afford it. Oh, I love that for you. I love being able to afford anything. Literally anything. Anytime I buy something that I wanted to, I feel good about it. I feel like that's probably not healthy, though. All right, I need your help. Hat knitters. Where are my hat knitters? How many of you guys have knit a hat before? How long before I start doing decreases? Do I have to Google it? Like, what is the point of having this community if none of you guys are going to teach me how to knit a hat here? I want to do 4 decreases at a time, I think. I actually don't even know. Should I do more than 4 at a time? I could do 8 at a time. I have 120 stitches. There's a lot of options. I could do 6. I could do 12. What else divides by 120? I could do 10. Good. That's the numbers I could come up with for 120. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I can do any of that number of decreases, but I don't know when I have to start. You guys are taking too long, so I'm going to Google it on the internet. The internet will know. Simple knit hat. When do I start decreasing? Oh, you start decreasing a simple knit hat when it's a few inches short of its final length. So not yet. I'm working fast for a while, or working straight for a while. Not sure about knit, but for crochet, I don't decrease until like the last 4 or 5 rows. So like the last 5 inches. If 5 rows was 5 inches. Oh, I guess with crochet you're saying. That makes sense. Okay, so we're not doing any decreases yet. Fine. We'll just continue knitting like a bunch of plebs. So, how we doing? What's the vibe? Well, it's gotta be close to midnight. It's not what's the vibe for that one, it's what's the time. But that's fine. I think I'll do decreases when it's time, and I'll use stitch markers like a frickin' boss. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh my god, kill me. I just undid all of these stitches. That's so much knitting. I've got a lot of knitting left to do. But I love the colors. The colors are so pretty. I think you're right. The stockinette is pretty. It's worth it. I'm very happy we decided to add the second strand because this is a perfect thickness and I didn't realize it would have been way too thin as a single layer. And with the brown, I love the way it muted down these things. Like, yeah, there's still bright colors like teal and yellow, but the brown like just toned it. Like, look at how much, like, look how like earthy this whole area looks versus like that. This is like a bright circus tones, happy, bright, colorful tropical fish. But this doesn't look like a tropical fish. This looks like fall, autumn. Looks like autumn where I live. I love that for us. Love it. Absolutely lovely. Look at all this yarn though. It's so ugly. No, I'm not rewinding it into balls. It's just not going to happen. We're going to make a real strong effort to knit through this entire pile of yarn barf before the end of the stream, okay? I'm trying to crochet a cardigan, love that, with the wrong yarn for the pattern, so I'm figuring out the decreases. It's been a journey. Yeah, it definitely changes things when you've got thicker or thinner yarn than the pattern recommends. But good for you that you're doing it with like angles instead of stitches, right? Like you're just trying to match up the lines of the pattern without following the same counts. Super fun. Cool for you making a cardigan. I've been feeling the sewing bug lately. I feel like I want to sew something for myself, but I don't really know what. And like I have a few things that I want to mend. I have a few things that I need to do like some patches on, or I have to let it out or take it in. Like I have some alterations that I need to do. I just haven't done them yet. And I've kind of been waiting to do them until I get the sewing bug again, because when I pull my sewing machine out, I figure I'll just like have like 2 or 3 months where I'm very into sewing and I'll just sew a bunch of stuff at that point. So I have all my sewing projects put off to the side until I like feel inspired. And I've been feeling like I kind of want to do some sewing. I don't know what I want to sew, but I kind of want to do some sewing. I feel like I want to sew myself some shirts. Like just basic shirts like what I'm wearing, like just like wide tank tops that are boxy. So that's one thing I want to do. I also want to do some editing to my overalls. I want to decorate them and do some like bleach painting on them and stuff, because they're just like blue denim right now and I want them to be more funky. When in doubt, add funkiness. And I love my overalls. I just want them to be more jazzy, you know? That's actually a good Christmas present on a list, would be overalls. Just give that as a blank thing and then see what happens. Because there's this company, this I'll show you the ones that I'm looking at. I haven't purchased anything from them before because I don't want to. I don't have a reason. Because it's US. Duluth Trading Company. Some like Mormon YouTuber recommended them for overalls, and like I don't think there's any, I don't know if the company has any reason for me to not like them. So if there is, I apologize. I'm just letting you know that's I did learn about the company through a Mormon, I think they're Mormon, through a very Christian religious YouTuber. So I don't know if there's going to be any like weird vibes with this company because of that, you know, like how we found out with the seeds that one year. But there's this company has really nice overalls. Let's see. Free shipping on orders of 50 plus. It doesn't say to Canada though. And yeah, so overalls they're not cheap, $69 to $76, but there's some really cool, like one of these patterns has little, like look, little Highland cows. Oh, this one's mushrooms. So cute. Hold on, let me find look at the fabric. It's little mushrooms and what, hedgehogs? Mushrooms and hedgehogs. There's Highland cattle. Look at it. Highland cattle, so cute. And then there's like Christmassy ones. Peninsula green Highland cow. Black cone flowers. That's fun. So there's like cool fabrics for overalls. I don't know which overalls would be like my go-to shape. Women's plus heirloom gardening bib overalls. Women's heirloom gardening lined bib overalls. Is that chickens? We do love chickens. You know what I mean? Like I don't need a pair of overalls. Oh, it's autumn leaves. I don't need them, but like if it's for Christmas, if someone's like, what do you want for Christmas, you know? Anyway, let me just now scroll here because let's just see if there's the style that I like. Heirloom gardening lined bib overalls, fire hose bib overalls, triple slope bib overalls, women's wild card cotton canvas bib overalls. I love a cotton and a canvas. The color options are just the one color, antique white, but I can paint it. For $30? Oh, it only has extra small and small. That's why. I would like large, probably. Do you have a thing I can look for? Like, do you have something I can do? A squat? Let me see. There's an overall company in Canada. I can't remember the name, but they're a bit pricier too. Yeah, that's the problem, is that, like, obviously, sure, I want to buy Canadian, like everybody. However, I don't want to spend $100 either. Ooh, 50% off on here. Let me look here. Old Navy sometimes has stuff. Come on, Old Navy. Women. What do we got? Clearance, wear to work, denim. What would you consider? I guess I'll just search overalls, right? Overall. And then I can show it to you, and we can see what Old Navy has for overalls. So, like, for them, $36, not too shabby. Utility jean overalls for toddler boys. I do like a baggy wide leg. Okay, then we have kids. Okay, we've got the maternity side panel. I don't need those. I don't need an entire denim outfit. Lots of cute baby ones. I'm not here for baby overalls. Oh, that's it. There is only baby. Oh, here we go. Here's another page. Wide leg jean overalls. Baggy wide leg jean. Button front cami jumpsuit. That's not overalls. That's a jumpsuit. I mean, a jumpsuit and overalls are quite similar. Ooh, I want this for an adult. Short sleeve t-shirt jumpsuit set. I want this for an adult. Where's the adult one? There isn't. We don't get those. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got baggy wide leg. The only color. Okay, what size would I be? Probably 12. Oh, it doesn't exist. Those aren't there. We don't get those. How about here? The other one. I think it's Durnan Farm and Ranch Wear. All right, now let's see anything in 12. What colors have you got in 12? Any? I see 0. Oh, too bad the white is out. Okay, in tall they have 0 sizes. Good, good. So, okay, they have size 10 in petite. I'm not a 10 in petite. It's just not who I am. I wish it could be who I was, but it's not. I'm a 12 normal, and sometimes I get a tall just to be sassy. Okay, anyway, we will find a pair of overalls at some point. I love my denim overalls. I think the next one I would like to look for is canvas ones. Like the pants I'm wearing right now are like heavy workwear canvas. And like the pockets are huge and deep, and I love how this fabric feels on my legs. I prefer this type of workwear for my legs. It just is comfortable. So, and I love denim. I know a lot of people are like, you wear denim all the time, like during the day? Why not to go out in? Like you wear denim like it's comfy, and I think denim is totally comfy. I think stiff fabric can be totally comfy if it's comfortable, you know? I don't know. I understand yoga pants are great, but a good pair of jeans like these are like one of my favorite pairs, and they are now too big. Like I need to wear them with a belt if I wear them when I'm standing up. Like look at this. I'm not showing you the underside, but this is my tummy and these are my pants. But I love them, and they are now discontinued, so I can't get a smaller size. This is the size that I have, and I love them. I just wear them with a belt because I couldn't get them in my size because they no longer have them in my size. Let me just double, triple, quadruple check. Also, I see there's a few of you here. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow. And we are going to hit 100,000 subscribers eventually, you know? We're getting close. We're getting closer, right? What are we looking for? We're looking for... Sorry about my snoofling. It's not on purpose. I blame my sister. Okay, we want... Do, 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 do. The disrespect. She's always getting me sick. It's not her fault. It is her fault. It's not her fault. It's her baby's fault. Okay, it's not her baby's fault. It's her family's fault. Cotton, denim, linen. I think that's the only ones I want to see. Carhartts, you say, huh? You need some Carhartts, I tell ya. Alright. Ooh, mid-rise. Wow, bootcut jeans. I don't want that, but high-waisted, wow, wide leg jeans. I love a high-waisted. Maybe we should go to the mall. Regular and size... What size am I wearing? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. I feel like I'm wearing 14, but you guys just hold on a sec. Oh, 12. Okay. If this is a 12, then maybe I can do a 10. Right? Because that's about, what, 2 inches? 2 inches too big? There's like 1 inch on one side, 1 inch on the other. Oh, you don't need to see that either. Beauty. It's cute. They used to fit. Okay, so maybe I can do a 10. Oh, of course, they don't have it in a 10. Why would they have it in a 10? Oh, they have it in a 10 tall. I could have wide leg tall pants. Sellout risk. Ooh. This could sell out by Monday. Okay. Cool. I love that. Isn't Carhartt vibes? I feel like Carhartt has vibes now. Right-wing vibes. Not that being right-wing is like bad or whatever. You live your life. I'm just saying, for me, it feels like it would give me an identity that I don't necessarily want to have out in the world. You know? Like the blue-haired, what are they called? Okay, jeans, high-waisted, mariner, wide leg jeans, extra high-waisted. Do you want to see what these look like? Well, that's not what they look like. Please hold. What do you think of these ones? Are they dumb? Or are they really, really cute? These don't look the same at all. Like, those are not the same pants. Extra high rise. We love extra high rise. Oh, we've got no sizes. Okay, well, let's see what they have in 10. Anything at all? No. Oh, they have white in size 10. How about in size 12? Anything in size 12? Nothing. Oh, yep. In size 12, they have brown. I already have brown pants, though. I already have a pair of brown pants. So I don't really need that. Not super helpful. The Gap. Thanks a lot, The Gap. Please hold. My computer is just struggling. Boot cut. Do I need boot cut jeans? Is that something I need? High-waisted mariner wide leg. You don't have any of those, so why are you advertising them in lots of ways? Ripped leg. We don't want any ripped legs in this house. Ooh, high-waisted utility jeans. That's what the ones I'm wearing right now were called utility something. So we'll look at those. Extra high-waisted wide leg jeans. High-waisted OG loose utility jeans. We love the word utility. Whenever they use the word utility, they got me. Show me the utilities, Old Navy. They've been using this model for years. This very pretty Asian girl. I feel like I've seen her on this website for a very long time. Skinny ankle jeans? No, that's not what I want. High-waisted OG loose jeans. I mean, maybe. Ankle pants? No. Ankle pants? No. Is this what you came here for today? Is this what you're here for? To go shopping online? I love boot cut. Do you? Is a boot cut jean a good jean on like my age? Mid-rise, boyfriend, loose jeans. I don't know about that. I feel like boot cut, I haven't worn boot cut since last time. You know what I mean? I haven't worn boot cut this time around. Sorry about the choppiness. It's just what's happening. Ooh, sleeveless mini dress. That one's pretty. Capris. Are we still doing capris? Okay, let's remove linen. And let's remove cotton. And remove linen. Just show me the denims. Please excuse the choppiness. High-waisted, wow, wide leg. I feel like we looked at these and they didn't work. Okay, let's see what we got in size number 10. In size number 10, we have the option. Of course they would have one that's 80% off. How about in 12? No. What sizes do you have in this color? None of them. You can have size 30 and that's it. What a bummer. I would have liked these. And for $10, can't go wrong. I love a $10 pair of jeans. Okay, now let's see what we've got in this color. Only size 30. That's not helpful for me. Just don't seem to care. Okay, curvy. We have these don't exist. These don't exist for your size. Only size 28 gets to wear these pants. I am looking at the clearance section. Calm down, I know that. But for $10, if I get it in tall, do you think it's long enough that I could wear them like real pants? Because these are like mid-rise ankle pants. But if I get them in tall, and then I get them in like a size 10 or 12. Probably I would just get a 12. For $10? I hate the ripping. Why do we gotta rip our jeans all the time? You know? What pattern are you doing? I'm gonna quit my whip. It's taking too long. I might make it double strand to see process. Currently I spent more than 30 minutes per round and I don't see progress. 30 minutes per round and you're not seeing any progress. Okay, that's not ideal. However, what are you making right now? Is it a blanket or are you still working on your... Nope, you finished your hexagon. I'm gonna go back to knitting. I'm trying my best here, people. Let's see. There. A star blanket. Well, I'm sorry that you're giving up on your whip, but I'm proud of you for being strong enough to make that decision for yourself. I think I need to look into this boot cut business and how I can live that life. I just feel like for me, when I was growing up, bell bottoms were cool and then skinny jeans were cool in that order. Like we had bell bottoms as our, I would say boot cut was my first jean at like, childhood 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whenever you start putting kids in jeans, boot cut would have been what I got put in. And then bell bottoms. And then when we got into like grade 8, 9, 10, it turned into skinny jeans being the main jean everyone was wearing, skinny jeans. So I've never been through boot cut as an adult. I only had, like, when I was choosing my clothes, it was skinny jeans or bell bottoms. So boot cut is so, it's like, for me, it's like what 40-year-olds wore when I was a kid. When I was little, it's what the not the boomers, but the Gen X, it's what Gen X was wearing when I was a kid. So boot cut to me was like, oh, that looks old. Like in my head as a teenager, if I tried on boot cut, my friends and I, like, how does this look? It makes you look so old. That's how it felt. So now that I'm an adult, I haven't even tried boot cut because in my head, my childhood self said that that's what old people wear. But I forget, childhood Laura, I am an old person now. I'm mid-30s. I can wear boot cut and it's age appropriate. I just haven't even tried because my brain never even, it's like a thought canceling. It's like boot cut? No, my brain just turns off. That being said, if I go to the mall today with Julia, maybe I'll try on some boot cut jeans and just see if I look amazing. Maybe that's what will cure my depression. Maybe what I actually just need is a pair of boot cuts. I'm 27 and I wear boot cut. Well, that's fine because jeans don't dictate anything about anybody. I know nothing, Jon Snow. I didn't know anything about any style or anything. I still don't. I wear what I want to wear, and what I want to wear is a couple years behind whatever is trendy. So the fact that skinny jeans are out, I'm not wearing them because skinny jeans are out. That being said, maybe I get a pair of skinny jeans just to excite Alex. What do you think? I saw this thing online. It made me LOL. And it was like wives were dressing the way they dressed in high school and finding out that their husbands find them super attractive that way because their husbands were also in high school and would have seen that's what girls were dressing like when they were in high school. So when your wife dresses the way you dressed in high school, it's like your most excited time of your life. Like whenever, like how I think skinny jeans look good, it's because my brain was developing when skinny jeans were cool, you know what I mean? So then like I saw that online and it made me think that's so cute. I want to try it. I want to dress like I dressed in college and see if Alex even notices or if he would just be like, what are you wearing? Like if I dressed exactly as I dressed when he met me, I don't look anything like that anymore. When he met me, I had long blonde hair, like blonde, like white, yellow, blonde hair, big blonde hair, and I would wear skinny jeans and like a 3/4 length long sleeve shirt. I'm trying to think of what else I would wear. A super push-up bra. Like I'm talking these tiny, I was skinny back then, so my boobs were small. The tiny titties were just shoved as high up as I could get them back then. Now there's nothing I can do. I'm wearing literally a bra with no padding and it's still trying to make a line. And I'm a tiny boobed girl, so the fact that there's even any volume here, that has to do with me gaining weight. That doesn't have to do with me having boobs now. But it is a fun to try. It wouldn't work for me, but it would be fun to try. Yeah, well, what was cool when you were in high school? You should try dressing like that. I'm gonna try. I'll do it, and I'll let you know if it does anything, if it goes well, if Alex even notices. He noticed that I cut my hair when I cut all my hair off, so that's cool. I cut, like, what, that much off, and he noticed. I was an itty-bitty titty girl until I had kids. I was an itty-bitty titty girl until I got fat, and then even when I got skinny again after getting fat, my boobs didn't disappear. And then I got fat again. Like, I'm a yo-yoer. That's just the lifestyle I live. I get skinny, I get fat, I get skinny, I get fat. And that's fine. Right now I'm in a fat and my boobs are huge. But the last time I went into a skinny, my boobs didn't shrink back down. So the next time I go into a skinny, we'll see what happens. I'm like, my hormones are probably completely different than the last couple of times that I've gone skinny. And I would say it's like a yo-yo diet, but it's more like a yo-yo lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. You have to fully commit to just being someone who's comfortable in your fat body. And then once in a while you go, I'm going to start eating healthy and exercising more. And then you get skinny. And then you go, I don't need to do that anymore. I'm skinny now. And then you get fat again. It's okay. It's just what happens. Just try being 35 in Canada or America. You're probably in one of those cycles. Just because he was in India and I don't know what he would find attractive, fair enough. I got happy and got fat. Yeah, there's also that you could get happy and fat, or you can get sad and fat. Fat comes and goes for me. Fat is not a permanent situation, so I no longer can care about it like it was permanent. I used to be really feeling bad about getting fat. Not like in my adulthood, but like in my younger years, I would be unhappy if I gained weight. Now I'm just like, I gained weight is just a sentence. It doesn't come with any value. I got happy and fat and older. Yes, also getting older makes it harder to not be fat. Unless it makes it harder for you to gain weight. It's like you get to choose. You don't get to choose. You get one of either. Either it's really hard for you to lose weight, or it's impossible for you to gain weight. Those are choose your fighter. Anyway, trigger warning for those of you who have weight sensitivity, or talking about weight gives you sensitivity. I don't mean to give you triggers. Whenever I start talking about my body, I always feel like I have to explain, because sometimes when I talk about my body, I use words like fat or chubby, and it can sound like I'm being negative about my body, but I'm not. I have no judgment. My body doesn't have to be a certain way. Obviously, there's things that when I look at them in a certain type of in a certain type of outfit, I don't like how I look, but I just dress in ways that make me feel good. So anyway, it's okay to be fat. It's okay to be skinny. It's okay to not like what your body looks like. It's okay to love what your body looks like. I just hope that you are in the least amount of pain possible. I hope that whatever body you were given, I hope currently, right in this moment, it is in the least amount of pain. That's all. I don't care if you're fat or skinny or tall or short or overweight or underweight or whatever, or if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to gain weight, or if you're on Ozempic, or if just as long as you're not in physical pain, I feel like that's a good thing. So let's just work on having our pain be less. She says, as she avoids going to the doctor for her tendinitis, because I know exactly what they're going to do and it's not going to help. Anyway, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow to see if they can take a look at my ankle and if there's anything they can do. I know she's going to say, here, take an oral steroid, here, wear your brace, rice, rest, ice, elevate, compression. I know that. I know all of that. It hurts. So I'm going to the doctor. Hurts to walk on it. And if I sit for too long, then I have like a limp. And if I walk for too long and then sit, standing back up after sitting, hurts so bad. And it's not in my normal tendinitis spot. It's like where my Achilles tendon is, which isn't usually how I feel my tendinitis. I'll just complain. You know what my doctor will say? It's because you're fat. That's what my doctor will say. My ankle hurts really bad. Well, maybe if you lost 50 pounds, your ankles wouldn't hurt so much. My doctor doesn't say that exclusively, but definitely it's definitely implied that the way that I show up in the world is why any of my ailments happen. I don't know why I've had so many cold sores this year. Maybe if you lost 50 pounds, you wouldn't have so many cold sores this year. I've been having headaches. Maybe if you lost 50 pounds, you wouldn't have these headaches. I mean, like, don't do that, doctors. But, like, that's kind of what it feels like whenever I go to the doctor. I feel that. I'm pretty sure I have POTS, but I don't want to actually go to the doctor and fight with them to test me for it. Yeah. It's like POTS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, ADHD, autism, all of those. It's kind of like, if you think you have anything like that, just, if you're in Canada, I don't even know what to tell you because you're not going to get a diagnosis for like 50 years. Okay, let me add a couple. If you have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, if you have Hashimoto's, if you have basically any autoimmune disease, actually. If you have anything that affects your autoimmune system, it's because you're fat and a woman. That's the reason you have the symptoms you have. No, I'm pretty sure it's because I have a very specific autoimmune disorder that I've done a lot of research on, and I have papers explaining all of the things that I think I found about myself. No, you're just anxious. You just have anxiety and you're fat. You do not have any... Sorry, I don't mean to be triggering all of you who go to the doctor and feel absolutely gaslit by them. I just feel, that's how I feel. Hey, my ankle is still really sore. Yeah, that happens. Like this spot on my chest has been here now for 3 years, and it showed up out of nowhere, and it has a different texture than the rest of my skin, and it has an uneven border, and it's a different color. I would like a referral to a dermatologist. No, that doesn't look serious. Okay, well you're not a dermatologist. You're just a family doctor, so I would like a referral. It looks suspicious, but it does not look sinister, so I'm not going to give you a referral right now. If it changes, keep an eye on it. If it changes, we can revisit. I just told you it's been changing. It's been changing. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll just keep an eye on it. Ma'am? It's nice to know we're not alone. I mean, is it? I mean, yes, it's nice to feel not alone, but I kind of wish I was alone in this, because I wish that everyone was getting really good service from their doctors. There's a naturopath I want to see, but it's not covered, so I'd have to pay for it just to get back to work first and make some money. Don't go to a naturopath. Like, I understand the hope that a naturopath is going to take care of you holistically in a way that a doctor will not. And I want that to happen, for you to get care in the way that doctors do not. But naturopaths are like quackery, right? Like, naturopaths. I get that you have to do an education to be a naturopath, but like naturopath work, like the stuff they give you as prescriptions, is literally water. So holistically, I like the idea of having like a consultation with a naturopath and then using whatever they teach you to go to your real doctor for. Like, yes, I know they go for education. I know they have some holistic health things. She's a full-blown doctor, just specializes in naturopaths. So she was a doctor first, and she can prescribe things. Okay, so a real doctor. Not that a naturopath has no authority medically. I'm sure that there are people who have had really good luck with naturopaths. It just gives me snake oil salesman. The things that naturopaths prescribe gives me snake oil salesman. That being said, if it's a real doctor who pivoted to naturopath, I bet you'll get a more holistic experience, because that person has a medical experience and would not want you to get sick if they give you incorrect information. I know that no naturopath would want you to get sick. I'm just... Anytime it is... what is it called? There's a word for it. Complementary and alternative medicine. Yeah, right? CAM. Complementary and alternative medicine. That's like acupuncture and chiropractic and massage and all that stuff. I think naturopaths would go in complementary and alternative medicine. Maybe it's camps, complementary and alternative medical practices and services, camps. Is that right? I think maybe it's that. It's either, maybe it's camps. It was, I don't know, university was a long time ago. It was one of those things I had to learn in medicine in my medicine class, which was not medicine, scientific medicine. It was anthropology medicine. It's like medicine in anthropology. Learning about medical systems for other cultures. Explaining medical systems for other societies. Explaining medical procedures and processes in other societies. Very interesting. A friend went to her and she was the only person who believed she had endometriosis, which led her to having surgery this fall, and she had stage 3, I believe. Yeah, well, you also said she, so I feel like that's also helpful. Naturopath, person with a uterus, probably believes more people with uteruses. Why are uteruses, like, just automatically, it's like, deny. You have a uterus? Nothing that you feel is real. Thank you. Alright, we've made it to yet another row. Still have quite a bit of yarn barf here. I'm gonna mute so that I can just like snort my nose really hard. Okay, better. We have made it to another row. Oops, move my stitch marker over. Back to the knitting. We're gonna get rid of this yarn barf today. I believe it. I believe in a thing called love. Here, I'll put the yarn barf right in the middle. I had a male OBGYN last pregnancy and I hated it. Any symptoms I told, he was like, yeah, that sucks. And he wouldn't listen to my concerns unless my husband was with me. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Men are trash, generally. I would say overall, men are garbage, trash, dumpster fire humans. And then there are very specific individual men who are wonderful, like Alex. But I would say as a rule, men, trash, garbage, not good people. And I say that as someone who loves men. I love Alex. I don't love men. I love Alex. I think he would be the last man that I was with. If Alex and I ever don't work out, I think that's it. Men are trash. But I love Alex. Also, don't be an OBGYN if you're a guy. I don't care. I don't care if you're the smartest in your class. Go become a proctologist, a urologist. I don't care what else. Go work. I'm not trying to be rude. Work on the type of body you have. That's what I think. I think that you should have to work on the body that you have. Oh, but what if they're a really, really good doctor and it's a boy? Nope. I just don't care. I just don't want that. I just think that if you're working on uteruses, you should have one. You should have one. If you are telling people what to do with their body in their reproductive systems, I think you should have to have the things that they have. I think if you're inserting an IUD into a cervix, you should have to have a cervix. I also think that if you are inserting an IUD into a cervix, you should have an IUD inserted into your cervix. I don't think that you have to keep it in. I think you should experience what you're putting people through so that you can truly explain what's going to happen, because the way that they talk about what an IUD feels like, it's just going to be a pinch. It's one of the worst pains I've ever... Getting an IUD inserted is the worst pain I've ever felt. No, I hurt my back once and it hurt really bad. I couldn't sleep and I was crying. I woke up crying in pain with my back pain. So one time I've been in more pain than having, I'm having trouble with the stream. Every minute or two it goes out black screen and has to be turned off and turned back on. That's bizarre. I don't know why that's going on. I'm sorry, Michelle. Thank you for doing so much to do that, to turn it off and turn it back on. Same here. If my husband dies or we don't work out, I'll be alone, thanks. Oh no, I think I'll find a lady. I think I'll find me a nice a nice mask lesbian to spend the rest of my days with. Because I love boobies. I don't really need them, but I like them. I'll find me a nice lady to take care of me. But for real, yeah, OBGYNs should be uterus havers, I think. I think it should be mandatory that you have a uterus I guess you don't have to have a uterus. It should be mandatory that you experience the genitals that you're explaining about. I don't know. I'm sure that that's not true and that actually we should let everybody be any kind of doctor, but like I don't need any man ever inserting an IUD into my body and going, it's gonna pinch a little bit. Ma'am, put the fries in a bag. This is the most painful thing I've ever experienced. That being said, as it was truly the most painful thing I've ever experienced, other than that one night that I had that awful, awful back pain, I still am happy I have an IUD. I'm very pleased to know every month, even though every month when I get my period, I do feel relief. Like, thank God I didn't get pregnant this month. I still feel no stress throughout the month that I'm risking pregnancy because IUDs are 99.9% effective. So are birth control pills. However, birth control pills have lots of side effects, and birth control pills have to be remembered. IUD, you just insert it, and then you don't have to think about it again for like 3 years. So it's actually a good thing. Men should just be all sterilized at birth, and then they can be unsterilized in their adult years. At birth, tie the tubes of all the little boys. But then they won't get puberty, Laura. I don't care. I just don't care. Because I don't care for men. I don't hate men. I'm not like a man-hating feminist, but I also am a man-hating feminist. I love Alex, and I love the men that I love. I was on the patch before we had kids, and it affected me so much mentally. Hubby is getting snipped now that we're done. Yeah, I had the same thing with coming off of birth control. For many years, I did the Nuva ring, which is like you shove it into your body, and then you don't have to think about it for a month. You take it out when you have sex, though. But you don't have to think about it for a month. It's like 3 weeks you have it in your body, 1 week you take it out of your body. 3 weeks you have it in your body, 1 week you take it out of your body, and basically that makes your body have a cycle and you don't get pregnant, which is super. But when I decided to get off the Nuva ring, I don't even know how to explain how tender my breasts were and how painful my nipples were. TMI. But oh my God, it hurt so bad. I had to wear a sports bra at all times because I needed them to be like tight against my body or else I was in pain. Just the weight of my boobs hurt. It was so uncomfortable, and I also was like depressed. It was not a good time. Coming off of birth control was rough. But then I was off birth control just using like barrier methods for like 4 years. And then I decided to go back on it, but I wanted to do a IUD because enough of the female friends that I have now had an IUD that I felt like I had enough information. And now that I know that it took me so long to decide to get an IUD because I didn't have anyone in my life with one, and until I had a few people in my life with one who could give me like good explanations, I didn't feel comfortable. So knowing that, I am now just like I will proselytize for the IUD. I will give you all the information. I will tell you it hurts. I will tell you it sucks having it put in. I'll tell you it sucks really bad having it taken out. But a lack of pregnancy is vibes. I'm very pleased that I have not accidentally become pregnant. Let's see. I was on the I already read that. Okay, cool. We're all up to date. Anyway, TMI. You didn't ask, but now you have more info about me. You're welcome. Feel free to ask me any questions ever about the physical things that I've been through because I am very comfortable talking about everything I've been through. Almost. Maybe not everything. Most things. Most body things I don't have embarrassment about. I don't think I have embarrassment about any body things. Which I use to my advantage. by sharing that information with everyone, and hopefully someone will be able to use that information to benefit themselves in their own choices. You know? We're still not done with the yarn barf, but we still have half an hour to get through it. And I think we will. It was like 10 rounds, so we could get through 10 more rounds. And then I think after I finish with the yarn barf, that's when I'll start doing a decrease. It's still snowy here, by the way. Like there's still snow on the ground. It was supposed to melt, and then it just didn't. I'm gonna look crazy in public. My makeup is a lot. It's a lot for like going into public. Oh well. I'm also like that with childbirth. I'll tell anybody, I'll tell all my friends in detail because I didn't have that and it was a little scary with my first not knowing. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of body things that we just don't talk about that are, it just doesn't make sense to keep them hidden or to like not talk about them. Gary is talking into a vase right now. I can hear his voice echoing. He sticks his head into a vase and when he talks it has an echo. Oh, yeah? I wonder if you can hear it. It sounds like metallic, but it's like echoey. Thank you. Thank you. Good bird. Can I have a kiss? Kiss. Mwah. Not interested. They aren't talking to me, they're talking to each other. Speaking bird language. We're getting somewhere, right? On this yarn barf, hopefully. What should we do on Friday? Fundal massage was something they never talked about. That felt like torture. Oh, that's after, right? The after to get the placenta all the way out. Yeah, I'm not here for that. Yeah, it's definitely not fun. Mm-hmm. By the way, hi, Rebecca. Good morning. Good morning. My birds are being silly. They're like climbing into a vase. You can't make a nest in that vase. I will close the vase. They better not be thinking about that. Excuse me. I feel like I would love if there was like a little bit more pink and green in here instead of orange, but it's still pretty. I would prefer if we could swap the orange out for pink and if we could swap the yellow out for green, but oh well. It's still fine. It's still pretty. I love the colors blended together. Thank you. These are the two colors that we are using. Oops, here. This bright fishy orange and blue, and then brown. And together, they create gorgeous, gorgeous, magical works of art. Sorry, I'm just bothered by the yarn barf. Gary. Gary. I hear you doing crimes over there. I can tell it's him from the voice. The way he talks is different than the way she talks. They have different voices. They sound the same, like their tones are the same, but the words they use, the way they chitter is completely different from one another. And Gary is the one who's doing all the talking right now. It makes me want to use my leftover sock yarn scraps. I mean, I think you should, because it's a good idea. If you want to do the same hat that I'm doing, I'm using 4mm needles, and I did knit 2, purl 2, and I started with 120 stitches, and I'm using 2 strands of sock weight yarn. This is so much yarn still. Why? I just want to see how much yarn barf I'm really left with here. Of course. Beautiful. There's the amount of yarn barf we have left. Oh golly. Almost had disaster. All is well. 11 o'clock. It makes me want to buy more sock yarn. Knitting with sock yarn. Who knew that was the ticket? Knitting? Cool. Knitting with sock yarn? Very cool. What do you think? In 30 minutes, do you think we can knit through that sock ball there? What do you mean, come on? Who are you talking to? What? Ma'am? I knew it was you up there, Gary. I knew it. Are you okay, Beelzebub? You just hanging out? You come here. No. I don't think I've held 2 strands together for any knitting project. I love a good sock weight or lace weight yarn. The fabric just feels so nice. Really, you've never held 2 together? It makes such a good drape for a hat. Look how cute it looks. Like perfect for a knitted hat. Oh, stockinette stitch, you take so friggin' long, but you are so freaking pretty. I want this sweater. Can I have this sweater? She's beautiful. I also need to get yarn to do the, what's it called? The hem on Alex's sweater. I got 12 50-gram balls of yarn, which I think is going to be enough for me to knit a sweater for Alex. But it's thin yarn, like the strands are thin, which is fine, but it is also like red. So I want to have the cuffs and the neckline and the hem to be a different color. And I don't know what color I'm going to choose. Maybe I'll bring one of the balls with me just in case we go to like Michael's or something. Lace weight yarn is crazy. The idea of using lace weight yarn for anything feels crazy. The only reason I could see using lace weight is if I was doubling up. Like if I had a color of lace weight that, or like if the color I was using was bright, I could use like a brown or black or gray piece of lace weight, holding them two together, and it would calm the other color down, as shown here. It's finally cold enough to wear my knit and crochet sweaters. Same. I've actually just been wearing the same one for the last couple of days. Maybe today I'll pick a different one. I've been wearing my subscriber sweater is the only way I can call it. The one where you guys sent me the crocheted squares, and then I did knitted sweater sleeves and a crocheted back. I love that sweater. It turned out so good. Alistair wore it the other day. He asked if he could put it on, and he was walking around, and it just dusts the ground when he's wearing it. It's a full dress, and it just, like, you can see his feet stick out underneath it. It's very cute. The sleeves are too long, but he likes that too, because he's a cute little fella doing silly, goofy little cute kid things. So I think we'll finish this hat Friday. I think we'll be able to finish it because it's just stockinette, and then on Friday we'll start doing decreases. And I think we will be able to get somewhere with it. How cute. It's too bad the green really doesn't stick out very much. I wish the green, like there's quite a good amount of green down here. I wish we had some more. There, that side's cute. Yeah, I love stockinette when it shows just one stitch, like the little individual V's, like there's like a blue one here, a blue one there. I like how that looks. Each stitch a different color almost. Not quite, but. I also love the little golden thread that's been spun through the brown yarn. I feel like it's adding a little extra jazziness too. I need to wash my wool items, but I'm out of wool wash. That sucks. Where do you even buy wool wash? I bought it from a wool company. Can you buy it from like the store? I've only ever bought wool wash from Yucaland, and I get that like from the wool company. I washed all of my wool before the break. I got it all put away in vacuum seal bags. In each of the vacuum seal bags, I put a cedar block. And what else did I put in? A cedar block. Did I put in? I think in some of them I put in a mothball too. But I put a cedar block in each one. Vacuum sealed the sweaters in groups, and after washing them and drying them. And I washed them in wool wash, and then I dried them outside in the fresh air. So I feel fairly confident that we've killed off any moths. Any moth survivors should die. That being said, as a precaution, when it gets really cold, I'm going to bring those zipped bags outside and let them just sit outside for a couple of days, a week, however long I feel like, once it gets really cold, just to kill off anything else that may have managed to sneak past everything that I've done. I have hope. I have hope that I've already vacuum sealed them, which means they are safe right now. But if for some reason, like a moth egg got into the bag with the sweaters, they'll just eat and multiply all winter. So I'm going to put them outside, but I have to wait until it gets like really cold. I don't think anything bad will happen between now and then. I hope. I think I did a good enough job that the sweaters are safe. I washed them over the course of days. Like they didn't just sit in the Yucaland soapy water for like a minute. They sat in the Yucaland soapy water for like a couple hours. So that should have drowned anything that was surviving. I have a moth problem in my home. We live in a 100-year-old house. Moths exist here, so always I have to protect my stuff. And we had them at the old house too, so we also probably just brought them with us. Either way, after washing them in Eucalan, and then rinsing the Eucalan and then giving them a conditioner bath, like hair conditioner, just unscented sensitive conditioner mixed with hot water. Wool goes in, then the wool comes out after about 30 minutes. And then I put them outside to dry. I put them in the laundry machine spinning to spin them. And then I put them outside to dry, hanging on clotheslines after they were 100% bone dry after being outside for like 12 hours. I brought them inside, vacuum sealed them in bags of maybe four to six sweaters per bag. And now I've got those vacuum sealed bags inside. Like I said, once we get real cold, I'll put them outside. They'll get a good freeze on them. But even if I don't freeze them, I think I should be safe, but I want to freeze them just as a double, triple, quadruple backup. At least once they've been frozen, I know no moths will get to them. Like, if there are moths that have survived everything I've done, they are currently sealed in the bag with the sweaters, which means they could destroy everything. Therefore, if I freeze them, there will be no life inside of the vacuum bag, which means they will be fully safe, which is what I want. My freezer's just not big enough to do it indoors, so I have to wait until I can get all those sweaters outdoors. I've also heard Irish soap bars help. I've heard that too. I just think that anything that smells strong makes them not want to be there, but they eat anything. They literally, I had a wreath made of chicken feathers. From feathers that I harvested? How would you call that? From the flight feathers I cut from my pet chickens, I put those feathers in a wreath, and the moths ate the feathers. Like, moths will literally eat anything. Cotton, acrylic, wool, feathers. I'm sure they would eat wood if they only had that as an option. They just eat whatever things they can chew on. They're really miserable little creatures. Wintergreen lifesavers, I've heard that as well. I remember you going through your sweaters last year. Well, Rebecca, I went through them again. And I actually have a video coming out for you guys. It's just a clip I clipped out of the live stream, it's like an hour long of me just going through each of my sweaters. It's like 35 sweaters. And I only have like 5 or 6 of them out for the winter, because I'm not going to wear all of them, so I just put them away. How we doing? We're getting close. I still am not done with the yarn barf, unfortunately. Bit of a bummer. Thought we were gonna get finished during the stream. I'm getting an itch to make another knit sweater. It's been a while. So am I, Rebecca. I have the itch, and this hat is how I'm getting myself back to being like warmed up. I said that a couple of days ago on stream, like, I'm gonna knit this hat just so that I'm ready to knit a sweater again, because I haven't knit a sweater in like a year. And I just needed my hands to practice doing the stockinette and doing the knit purl. So this hat is my practice, and then after I finish this hat, I'm gonna knit a sweater. And it's so pretty. Do you want to see the pretty yarn I'm using for the sweater? Oops. I found this yarn at the thrift store. It was new with its tags and wrappers. No moth damage, no moth evidence. Look at how pretty it is. So it's red, but it has, what is that, white? Like a very skinny white thread running through it. And then there are little puffs every like 2 inches. There's puffs of color. So it's like purple, orange, blue, purple, red. Like just a bunch of colors go through it. So from far away, you can see it kind of has like a heathered sort of appearance. Sorry, my nose is itchy. It's got like a heathered appearance, and it's red, but do you see it's almost like raspberry? It's not offensive on camera, which is awesome. You do the puff, the cuffs in a blue puff color. Well, I'll show you what we have as options eventually. I haven't decided what I want to do for the cuffs. I'm thinking that I want to do the cuffs in a dark color that's solid. So like, I could do it in like a blue, but I might even do like a black or like a slate gray, you know? Ooh, I love it. That's gonna look cool. I think so too. It's a thin yarn, but I think it's gonna look really pretty as a knit sweater. So maybe we can start the swatch on Friday. Yeah, we're gonna do a swatch for that one because I really, really, really want it to fit and I don't want to run out of yarn. So you know how I usually say, I don't like to do swatches. Swatches are stupid. While I technically do still agree with that statement, I am going to do a swatch so that the sweater, first of all, fits Alex, and second of all, uses the I want to use all of the yarn, but I don't want to run out of yarn. So I need to do math. I have 12 50-gram balls. What type of construction are you thinking? I haven't decided if I want to do flat pieces and stitch them together or if I want to do in the round. I really like the way the sleeves feel in the round. Like I have four knitted sweaters that I've made, and all of them I did in the round for the sleeves, and I like how that feels. So I think I'll probably do in the round for the sleeves, but I don't have to do the body panels in the round. I could do bottom up or top down. I don't have to. Any suggestions? If you had any leftover, you could make a matching hat too. Yeah, I'm less worried about having leftover, more worried about having just barely not quite enough. That's more likely for me, is just barely running out. Running out where there's 2 inches left on like the bottom of a hem or something, you know? So I haven't done a top down in a men's sweater yet. So I could do top down, but I do also I loved doing bottom up. I've never done short rows, so I'm thinking my next sweater should have them. Oh yeah? I don't know if okay. First of all, didn't need that much drama, Beelzebub, but okay. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta get going. Because I gotta go pick up my sister, take her to the dentist so that they can fix look at this bruise. You can fix whatever they did. All right, I love you guys. Sorry, I know it's earlier than normal. I know we finish at 12. I'm gonna leave early today though because I have to go do family stuff. So I will see you all on Friday. I have a video that comes out for you tomorrow because I feel bad about being off for so long. So it's another clipped video. I hope you've been enjoying those clipped ones. I found out you can clip videos from existing videos, so I started doing it. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Think about what you want to do for our next sweater pattern, and we could talk about it on Friday, and maybe we can even do the design. We can draw it up, figure out what to do. Anyway, hope you have a good rest of your day. I love you guys. I think that's it. I think that's all I got for you. I'll see you when I see you next. Okay, bye.